Welcome to today's 3-Minute Halacha. In part one of this series on the shofar, we explained that due to a doubt regarding the precise sound of the shofar called truah, Rabbi Abau said that we need to blow 30 sounds. 3 sets of tashrat, which have a shvarim truah in the middle, 3 sets of tashat, which have just a shvarim, and 3 sets of tarat, which just has a truah in the middle. But we blow many more than just 30 blasts. The Gemara on Rosh Hashanah and Daf Tet Zayin Mudbet asks why we blow the shofar both while we're sitting before the beginning of the Musaf davening and also while we're standing during Musaf itself. The Gemara concludes that we need to blow all 60 kedei la'arbevet satan in order to confuse the satan. But what does that mean? Tosafot explains that when the satan goes before the Beit Din Shel Mala, the heavenly court, and he hears the persistence of the shofar as it is blown in 2 sets, he'll think that he hears the shofar of the Mashiach and give up. However, Rashi takes a more rational approach and explains that when the Jewish people blow the shofar for 2 full sets, it demonstrates their love of the mitzvot, and therefore the Satan is unable to petition against us. Whereas the Ran adds that the Satan ultimately refers to our Yetzer Hara, the evil inclination. And by repeatedly blowing the shofar, we're battling that Yetzer Hara and reminding ourselves to repent, which it makes a special sense in light of the Rambam's understanding of the shofar blast as a call to awaken ourselves spiritually. Uru, uru mishinatchem. In any case, the Gemara clearly requires us to blow an additional set of sounds. The first, before Musaf, which are called the Tkiyot de Miushav, and the second during Musaf, which are called Tkiyot de Me'umad. But which ones are the main ones? It would seem to be that the Tkiyot de Miushav, the first set, because they have a bracha, because they come first, must be the primary fulfillment of the mitzvah. The Rashba and the Ritva explain that that is when we fulfill our mitzvah. But the Ran and the Tur write that actually the first tkiyot are meant just la'arbevet satan, to confuse the satan, while we fulfill the mitzvah through the second set of shofar blowing during Musaf. But if so, why do we make the brachot at the beginning and not before Musaf? Tosfot and Psachim and Daf Kuvtet Vav Amud Aleph, Dibur Matchil Matkif write explicitly that the same Birkat HaShofar that one recites while they are saying the tkiyot, while they're blowing the tkiyot, miushav, worked for the tkiyot mu'umad. And therefore you can do them in the beginning and it still works. But the Baal HaMor in Rosh Hashanah, on Yud Bet, is troubled by this. And he answers that actually the custom of blowing tkiyot miushav, that first set, came later. And it was only instituted for people who would leave before Musaf so they could at least fulfill the mitzvah of shofar. This debate of which set of shofar blowing are key will have many halachic implications that we will deal with in future 3-minute halachot.